They did do the MRI, and they saw nothing.
That is weird because that's what is very, very strange to me.
Like, they saw nothing, and he went out and pitched again.
How did they not see anything? That, to me, is what's really odd. Like, how... I don't believe it got that all of a sudden this clot all of a sudden became this visible.
Right.
But I don't know. I mean, it's because this has been, it's something that reading about it, it's something that usually develops over a 6 to 8 month period of time. So 6 to 8 month period of time.
Or maybe it was
on average.
Yeah, on average. Because, look, he was pitching great before the All-Star break.
Yeah, it's just weird.
And now all of a sudden, unfortunately, he's got the blood clot. And again, reading this story from ESPN, the final paragraph for the people that keep on saying, he could be back, he could be back. The Phillies have indicated that Wheeler will undergo further evaluation upon return to Philadelphia. For now, the timeline is uncertain, but given the seriousness of the issue, there will be no rushing him back.
Oh, there's no rushing. You can't.
I think it's very, very, very optimistic for people to think
it's the man's life.
There's a chance.
It's the man's life we're talking about.
I wouldn't expect to see Zack Wheeler pitching for the Phillies again. All right, you're listening to 97.5 The Fanatic, WPEN, WPN, HD1, Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station broadcasting live from the Comcast Business Studio, powering possibilities. We'll check our text line some more as this show goes on. But last week I asked you guys a question. Whether or not you were excited, which was the word we used, for the return of Aaron Nola. And you both were excited, and I understood where you were coming from.
And for 2 innings, I was excited.
But the reason why I was not excited was, what if it doesn't look good? Because it did not look good before he went on the injured list, and my God, did we quickly find out it hasn't looked much better post-injured list. And that's why you may have been out, Connor. There was a day where John and I were doing the show, and I said, I'm not buying this Lehigh Valley gun at all. David Robertson was pumping 95. Nola was sitting around 93, 94. I didn't believe the radar gun at the Iron Pigs facility.
This is where Ricky tells you, don't believe the minor league guns.
He'll tell you not to believe the major league guns.
Well, I don't believe them either. I don't believe the stadium guns at all.
Well,
I don't they want the crowd to be fired up.
I watched Aaron Nola throw an 87-mile-an-hour fastball with no movement whatsoever up in the zone to a batter.
And dude,
I don't care if it's the Nationals.
Dude, that's on a stadium gun.
Yeah,
where they're trying to make sure they're always boosting numbers.
87 miles per hour.
Yeah, that plays in D3.
Yeah.
Maybe D2.
So I was not excited because of what could have been, which is what happened on yesterday. One of the funniest tweets in my life I read this weekend was, well, at least there wasn't any home runs. It was. I
saw somebody doing it. It wasn't a bad inning.
Yeah,
I'm like, wow, that's the stupidest thing. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
He was throwing batting practice. So don't give me these weird analytics, lack of...
he did.
The bacon wasn't
It was
good.
ridiculous,
Whatever these baseball stats are. Aaron Nola had a bad inning, and Aaron Nola showed you that the velocity is still down. And that is a major concern, not just for 2025. A major concern for many years to come.
And the long-term contract he's got, oh my gosh. That was bad.
87 miles per hour.
That was terrible. Just terrible. It was that inning was so bad. And we saw the same thing then. We got in the same algorithm with that one. Yeah, the inning, when you go back and watch it, it really wasn't a bad inning for Aaron Nola. That is the stupidest analysis of an inning that maybe I've ever read. It was horrible.
If you want to cover baseball,
he's not fooling anyone.
Yeah, he was throwing meatballs to the Nationals, and that's the Nationals.
Off.
Imagine if it was like the Dodgers or other top teams.
They would have been in the parking lot.
Right. And so one of my big concerns with the Nola return was, hey, if he's not good, which I think we were all kind of just hoping that he would be. All your bullpen plans of, you move this guy to the bullpen, and that's one of your added arms, which is why even though they acquired Duran, you and I were on the same page saying they probably should have gotten another arm.
I wanted
because
one
you're
more.
relying on David Robertson, who we'll see what he is as the season continues, and Aaron Nola coming back, moving one of those starters into the bullpen. If Nola's not good, and now that you lost Zack Wheeler, what do you do?